Hi, welcome to the PhoneArena video review of the Nokia 7230, a slim entry-level slider running Nokia's Series 40 platform. Upon first glance, the 7230 is sleek and curvaceous, with a glossy panel covering the screen, two soft keys, a call and end button, 5-way D-pad in the middle, with chrome-like trimmings, and further chrome-like finish on the sides. The back of the device has a matte black battery cover, which is textured, a 3.2 megapixel camera, and a loudspeaker. On the top of the unit is a 3.5mm headphone jack and a micro USB port, both of which we're really glad to see, and a standard Nokia charging port. Finally, on the right hand side of the device is a camera button. While upon first glance the device does look quite appealing, when we came to hold it and use it, we found that poor build quality let it down. For starters, the soft key on the right hand side produced a creaking noise when it was pressed, and it also provided too much resistance to be comfortably used, and so needed to be pressed harder, and so produced more creaking. Slide up the device to reveal the keypad. This is a little bit plasticky. The keys are also a touch cramped. However, it is perfectly usable for standard day-to-day uses, if not long emails or texts. An additional area we found that build quality was lacking was in the battery cover. This is plasticky, and every time you take it off or put it on the device, it feels like it may snap. Underneath the battery cover, you'll find the battery, a micro SD card slot, and a SIM card slot. The micro SD it ships with is 2 GB, which is great considering the onboard 3.5mm headphone jack and the 3.2 megapixel camera. Ultimately, while visually the 7230 looks quite nice, we were disappointed with the build quality. The 7230 runs Nokia's Series 40 platform, a basic interface. The home screen is populated by the clock, the date, your network provider, your signal strength, battery life, and the soft key shortcuts, as well as your profile. Through the menu and settings, you can change the links in the home screen. Now if we go back to the home screen, we will encounter a link to the calendar, email, and a range of shortcuts at the bottom, all of which can be changed for others. The menu consists of the calendar, contacts, log, gallery, messaging, internet, settings, Store, and apps. The organizer is very simple and easy to use. However, synchronizes well with the PC suite. Contacts again are simple, offering you up to 2,000 contacts in the phone, and sync well with the PC suite. The menu also provides access to messaging services, which include text message, MMS, email, and Nokia's messaging, messaging. The email support is great, with OV by Nokia, Yahoo Mail, Windows Live Hotmail, and Gmail just requiring a username and password to get set up quickly. Other mailboxes will require some additional information. The gallery contains your photos, which can be viewed as thumbnails, by album, or as a timeline. You can also view your music and videos in the gallery, or all the content together. The main menu also provides access to Nokia's Store. The Store will enable you to download basic apps to enhance functionality on this entry-level handset. Go to the app section, and you are presented with the standard organizer tools, media player, maps, video camera, voice recorder, a to-do list, notes, countdown timer, stopwatch, and an equalizer, as well as an extras folder. This extras folder will show you all the apps that you have downloaded and that are currently on the system. These are all Java, so again are relatively simple, however offer a nice expandability option for the device. The web browser on the device does a good job of rendering pages. As you can see, everything on the PhoneArena website is where it should be. The only downside is, with a phone with a screen this small, you can end up scrolling endlessly to get to where you want to get to on the web page. Also, once you click a link through, there is a lag, and the phone will hang while the next page is loading, and you won't be able to access any of the features, as web pages can take a while to load. This could hinder the experience somewhat. Multimedia on the Nokia 7230 was disappointing. While on the surface it should have been pretty decent, with a 3.2 megapixel camera on the back, a 3.5mm headphone jack up top, and a screen with a resolution of 320 by 240 pixels at 2.4 inches. However, the reality is that each of these features is let down in its own way. Starting with the screen, poor viewing angles means that even the slightest tilt of the phone results in a total loss in detail on the screen. The 3.5mm headphone jack at the top of the device also disappointed, this time because of tinny audio playback. This was both with the provided headphones and our own higher quality set. The loudspeaker on the back of the device provided loud playback, however quality was unclear and muffled, making the general listening experience rather unpleasant. Finally, the 3.2 megapixel camera, lacking in a photo light and autofocus, delivered poor images. These were oversaturated, had very limited focus range, and were also grainy, even in daylight. In conclusion, the Nokia 7230 is a mixed bag. While when you pick it up and first see it, it looks appealing and has a decent spec sheet. The onboard 2GB memory card is also a nice touch. When using the device, however, it quickly becomes evident that poor build quality and unrefined features really hamper the device's use. Thanks for visiting PhoneArena and watching the video review of the Nokia 7230. For more on the device, check out the full review at www.phonearena.com.